Hey there, welcome. If you want to make your daily English sound just a little bit better, a little more natural, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to fix one of the smallest but trickiest words out there. Get this one right, and you'll immediately sound more fluent. Let's jump right in. So let me ask you a quick question. Listen to these two words, day and they. Do they sound pretty much the same to you? Go ahead, be honest. If you're thinking, yeah, kinda, then don't worry, you are not alone. This is a super common challenge for English learners.
And look, this isn't just you. Check out this comment from a learner on Reddit. This feeling is so common. You know, it's frustrating when you hear native speakers say the sounds are totally different, but to your ears, they just aren't.
So what's the deal? Why is this thus sound so hard? Is there something wrong with how you're learning? Nope, absolutely not. There's actually a really simple, logical reason for it. And once you understand it, everything starts to click.
Seriously, I want to say that one more time. This is not your fault. Your brain and your mouth just haven't had the practice yet. The reason for the struggle really comes down to the language you grew up speaking.
And here's why. This is fascinating. For a lot of people who speak Spanish, or Vietnamese, or Mandarin, or Tagalog, the English th sounds literally don't exist in your language. It's like a color you've never seen before. Your brain isn't trained to hear it as a unique sound, so of course it's hard to say it.
Okay, so here's the big secret. The letters TH actually represent two different sounds in English. Yep, two. They just happen to be spelled the same way. Once you can hear and feel this difference, it's a total game changer.
So, let's meet them. First up, we have the unvoiced th. This one is quiet. It's made with just a puff of air. You hear it in words like think or three. Now the second one is the voiced th. This one has a buzz. It uses air plus your voice. You hear it in words like this or they. Want to feel the difference? Let's try a little experiment. Go ahead and put your hand right on your throat. Got it? Okay, now say the word this. Say it out loud. This. Did you feel that? That little vibration? That buzz? That's what we call a voiced sound. That's your vocal cords working. Let's look at a few more examples just to make it super clear. On the just air side, we have words like think, three, math, south. No buzz, right? Now try the air plus buzz side and feel that vibration in your throat. This, they, mother, smooth. You feel it? That little buzz is everything.
All right, now that you know all about that buzzy voiced th, you're ready for the golden rule. This is how you pronounce the single most common word in the entire English language correctly every single time.
And I'm not exaggerating. For real. Linguists have checked, and the is the #1 most used word in English. So you can imagine that if you nail this one word, it's going to make a huge difference in how fluent you sound. Okay, here it is, the big rule. It's actually really simple, just two parts. Number 1, you say the when the next word starts with a consonant sound. And number 2, you say the, like the letter E, when the next word starts with a vowel sound. That's it. That's the whole rule. So let's try it out. Repeat after me. The cat, the sun, the horse. Easy, right? Now for the other side. The apple, the orange, the umbrella. See the pattern? Now, before you get too comfortable, there's one little trap we need to talk about.
All right, there is one little detail that catches almost everyone. But don't worry, once you see it, you'll never fall for this trap again. It's all about what you're listening for.
And here's the secret, right in this quote. The rule isn't about the spelling of the next word. It's about the sound. It's about what your ears hear, not what your eyes see. This is so important. This is the perfect example to show what I mean. We say the hour because the H is silent. The first sound you hear is ow, which is a vowel sound. But then look at university. We say the university. Why? Because even though it starts with the letter U, the first sound is U, like the word UO, and that yes sound is a consonant. It's all about the sound, not the letter.
Okay, enough theory. You've learned the rules, you've learned the trap. Now it's time to actually do it. Let's get your mouth and your ears working together. Let's go right back to where we started, the difference between day and they. For day, your tongue quickly taps the roof of your mouth and stops the air. Day. It's a stop. But for they, your tongue is between your teeth and the air keeps flowing with that buzz. They. Let's try the pairs. Say them with me. Day, they. Den, then. Dose, those. You can feel the difference, right?
So if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Start listening for the buzz.
When you hear people speaking English, on TV or in a conversation, actively try to hear that little vibration in words like the, they, this, mother. That buzz is your target.
And there you have it, the secret to finally mastering the most common word in English. It just takes a little practice, and soon you won't even have to think about it. So now that you've got this one down, what's the next tricky English sound you want us to tackle? Let us know, and maybe we'll cover it in our next explainer.